here is we looked into a species of pine tree called ponderosa pine, or Pinus ponderosa if you want to use the scientific name. And we looked at the genetics of different populations to see if they deserve classifications as new varieties or actually even new species. And a lot of people wonder why taxonomy is important, but if some of these populations that are very small are actually new species, then they need to be classified as such in the form of a publication before the government can actually step in and protect them as endangered. So what we did was we took samples from all across the United States where these trees are located and took them back to the lab, ran isolated DNA from them and amplified parts of the DNA that we used to compare genetic relatedness between, or I should say among populations, that's the correct term. And then what we did was we took points from where these we took coordinates from where these populations are located and put them in a program that looks for similar environments and shows the probabilities for finding similar environments based on climate variables. And so by doing this, we can see if different populations occupy habitats that are really different from each other. And this is still a work in progress. So we've only looked at DNA from chloroplasts. We're going to look at nuclear DNA later. But so before we can, because chloroplasts are transferred through pollen, we can't really conclude anything until we look at nuclear DNA. But so far, the chloroplast DNA suggests that this population might be an intermediate between these two, but we'll have to wait for more results to come in to see.